Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Once you're rolling, put it down. Yeah. Once you're done for the day, throw it up, put it in park. You have a park button there. But if we're on grid, you can leave it down.
I'm pretty good, actually.
Hello squad from a super wet Watkins Glen International Raceway. If you guys remember, like probably last episode I mentioned like a 5-day sort of adrenaline streak going on since the paintball video, and this is kind of the follow-up to that whole like debacle or sort of course of events. Unfortunately, the second day of paintball we weren't able to play because there wasn't enough players, so about like 2 days after that I flew essentially across the country to New York, upstate New York, to Watkins Glen International, which is actually basically where I'm from originally and grew up most of my life, is up here in upstate New York. But I'm here racing that thing right there. It's a BMW M2 factory built race car. I'm here for 2 days just testing this car and sort of doing like an initial shakedown, or just like a test of the actual car. Unfortunately, it's totally raining right now, which kind of throws a wrench in things, but we did run this morning for about 3 hours, but we were just braking in the car, meaning like we couldn't go over 5,500 RPMs and we couldn't go over like 50% throttle. So very slow braking process. So there's not really too much to show, but actually driving the car. As a little bit of the car, because that's really all I can do, because like I said, there isn't a lot of in-car stuff going on just because the conditions are so bad right now and we don't want to do anything stupid in the wet. So that's kind of a long-winded breakdown of what I'm doing. It's been quite difficult to film this morning just because it's been so much stuff to learn and make sure obviously the focus is actually driving the car. Anyways, this is the car. So this is the BMW M2 CS. It stands for Club Sport, I believe. So it's a factory-built race car right from BMW Motorsport, largely based off the M2 Street Car Edition. Really the biggest difference between this car and the Street Car is everything in the cockpit itself. They have sort of the steering wheel from, I think, the GT3 car here. But for the most part, a lot of this is, like I said, based off the street car in terms of the entire drivetrain. But it feels very racy once you're inside the car. This top one here is for your radios to talk to your crew guys. These are your actual wipers when it's raining like it is now. This dim thing here is so you can change the brightness of the actual lights and things like that. These are your high beams or your flashers, turn signals left and right. Another wiper function here, your pit speed limit, button to change the actual dash stuff, cycle through different menus, and then your drink bottle to activate like a little drink bottle if you have one. And then down here you have another set of lights, which these are up here are kind of like your traction control and sort of a throttle response or mapping switch here. And then these down here is a, I believe like a rain light, and then front and rear defrosters just in case you're starting to fog up, especially during conditions like this. These are your headlights. There is air conditioning in here, which is pretty wild. And then your fog lights, main switch here, and then an actual fire system in case you are on fire, and then just some other sort of buttons over here. The car is entirely paddle shift, so you can see your downshift on this side and your upshift paddle on this side here. And then the dash itself, again, this kind of gives you all the information that you need. What gear you're in, temperatures, RPM, shift lights, things like that. This is kind of all the information that a driver needs is sitting right there, in addition to this sort of external monitor up there as well.
Yep, you're good. Okay.
The long and short of it is that we're here just testing a new car. It's a brand new car, so there's some break-in stuff, and we are trying to do a race here, a professional level race in about 2 weeks. So we're really just making sure we understand the car. Now the guys are kind of just making sure the car is ready to rip tomorrow so we can spend the entire day testing and driving, because it's supposed to be good weather tomorrow. Just an update, I guess. So I realized this day was a little bit scattered in terms of just like how everything unfolded and stuff like that, but really the rain threw a big wrench in the plans, and the biggest thing was that we got everything set up that we needed to. So now the day's over, we're trying to get some food here in Watkins Glen. We tried a place before, it didn't really work out, so now we're at a barbecue place. There's like a 20-minute wait, and then hopefully we will head out to the Airbnb after this, where all 4 of us are staying. I'll have to introduce you guys to Tyler and Alden right there. It's been kind of like a day of just waiting and just making sure the guys are set with what they need. All in all, really good first day back racing, and we kept the car right side up, which is the most important thing. Made it to the Airbnb for the night. It's absolutely beautiful up here in upstate New York. Just listen. You don't get this back out west, but awesome first day. Hoping for an even better second day tomorrow.